Let's do this thing.
Let's do it. Rolling up the sleeves.
It's 2024, and if you're anything like us, you already have failed at all the resolutions that you thought maybe.
Time to get in shape.
Eat better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Time to not eat tacos for breakfast.
We've never done that.
I've never once in my life done that.
So, you know, in keeping with our traditions of ruining all our resolutions, we haven't even tried to prepare for this at all.
Yes. Yeah, that actually was one of our goals for this year, was to be way more prepared and focused for the shows. We just didn't do that.
We immediately failed. I don't know.
I mean, it's right after the holidays. We got, like, presents that we're playing with and, you know...
Yeah, that has nothing to do with this show at all.
Yeah, like... You know how it goes. You know how life works.
Hopefully our Jean-Claude Van Damme episode is extreme success by this point.
And has garnered us... Garnered? That's a word, right? That's a proper word. Has garnered us thousands of subscribers.
Right. Yep. Because that happens on YouTube now.
It does. It's super easy to be successful on YouTube, so...
Definitely a normal thing that happens.
And people generally find us pretty funny, I think, so...
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
I'm definitely being sarcastic.
What? We are funny.
I think we're funny. I don't know how other people find us. But,
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I don't want to know, actually. I don't want to know what other people think, really.
Well, you're in luck because nobody comments on our videos.
That's true. Until it's this one, probably.
Yeah. You guys fucking suck.
It'd probably be way meaner than that. Somehow they'd, like, find all of our deepest, darkest fears from childhood and, like, ruin our lives because people on the internet are evil. Anyway. Yeah.
Speaking of evil... It's a good segue, right?
I suppose.
We're doing New Year's resolution themed movies.
Failed.
2 movies about getting in shape.
Not really about that, but...
2 movies that take place at a gym.
Yep. We are doing Killer Workout.
From 1987, otherwise known as Aerobiceide.
I like that name better.
They wrote a song for it.
And Death Spa.
Death Spa.
Or Witch Bitch.
It's such a better name.
I know, it's just funnier.
It is,
Maybe
and they set it up for a sequel, so there could have been a Witch Bitch 2.
Witch Bitch 2. Witch Bitch.
Nice try, Michael.
Witch Bitch.
A Witch Bitch 2.
This reminds me of Homestar Runner.
It really does.
Saying that.
The witch is blue.
And that's a 1989 movie.
Yeah.
I hope you wrote down facts.
I did.
I didn't do any of that.
Killer Workout, directed by David A. Pryor, director of the amazingly funny So Bad It's Good movie Deadly Prey.
Mm-hmm.
Which also stars his brother Ted Pryor, who is in Killer Workout. There are a number of people that were in Deadly Prey which are in Killer Workout. The evil militant sergeant guy, he plays the detective in Killer Workout.
Okay. The very angry policeman, he's just furious.
Yeah,
absolutely
for sure.
Furious the entire time for no real reason other than maybe he hates his job. But we're almost prematurely getting into the movies. We really dove in. First of all, we have this because
we didn't buy the movies.
So yeah, man, you could stream these on Tubi.
Yeah.
But we needed something there because it looked really...
You're right. Usually we buy the DVD, or we at least print a DVD cover and stick it in an empty case, but
You're always giving up all our secrets.
they're not hard to figure out.
We're trying to look so professional and good at things. I'm sure we're just whatever. Also, if you want some sweet Portal B merch,
Some swag.
you can go to that shitty website, Redbubble. There's links now on the bottom of this
Yeah.
and on our website. You
can
should go to our website.
You can get a hoodie or a hat with an iron-on that'll
Mugs.
fall off in 6 months.
Aw.
I don't know.
Mug.
I've never washed that hoodie, so I don't know.
Oh. It does smell weird.
Yeah, I've worn it like 5 times in the last year.
It smells fine.
Yeah. You get mugs.
Mugs.
We should make some pint glasses too.
Yeah. We don't really make anything.
We
Just
should.
slap it on a thing.
Yeah.
Actually, you can just like choose whatever you want it on, basically.
Right. Ashtrays, bowling balls,
Bowling balls.
jet skis. You want a Portal B jet ski, right?
A caboodle.
A caboodle. What is a
A
caboodle?
trapper keeper.
Oh.
A caboodle is the thing that like little girls from the 90s and 80s kept their cheap crap makeup in and stuff.
I see.
And like plastic barrettes and stuff.
Was it like a glorified pencil case? Was it like a hard plastic?
No, it was like a bigger box thing.
Yeah.
Caboodles. Your sister had to have had them.
I'm
No
sure
doubt.
she did.
No doubt.
I have no idea.
They were all the rage. Every little girl had one.
Yeah.
It was like the law of little girlness.
It was the little girl law.
Yeah.
I would
Ew.
love a Portal B Trapper Keeper, actually.
I'm sure we could figure out how to make one.
Yeah. We could make that happen. At least for ourselves.
Only us. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll raffle it off. I don't know. I mean, for fuck's sake, just like, you can like write to us or like tell us to watch something.
Yeah.
We have a tip jar.
We really would love to hear from people, even if you want to insult us.
I mean,
Just
I'm
do
not
it.
so sure of that, but like, please don't be a dick for no reason. There's really no reason for it.
Yeah.
I look slightly different because I'm now taking my fashion tips from the Barbarian Brothers, which is checking out some extensions, so.
Clip?
Yep.
Hey, check out some extensions.
I like it. It's fun. I'm old now, so now I'm just gonna get weirder and weirder. And
Right.
like eventually just morph into Miss Frizzle, so I'll have like some weird lizard on my shoulder at some point and drive around in a flying bus or some shit, so.
Yep.
You don't know what that is, so
No, I don't.
you can't comment, unfortunately, but
Miss Drizzle.
Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, we did these movies. We did not plan even a little tiny bit for either of them.
Nope, we just watched them.
Just today,
Yeah.
which was the first snowy day here in Pittsburgh, too.
Yes, it was. I mean, it stuck around a little bit, but
Stick around.
stick around. Don't go anywhere.
Don't move.
It's the red brown version, remember?
Oh. No, I forgot.
Yeah.
His one-liners are not memorable.
They were not.
The only things that he did that were ever memorable were just like screaming.
Yeah, that's all he does is the red brown scream.
The good hollers.
Yep.
Alright, killer workout. So basically, the plot is bad to both of these movies.
Yeah, they're both confusing as hell.
Well, they're very like scattered and they jump around a whole
Yeah.
bunch. And it's just like
They feel very unfocused.
really
And-
unfocused. This movie is kind of funny only because they show you so many like random clips of aerobics classes. And some of the moves, maybe they were legitimate during the 80s. I don't think
I could
so.
see a lot of the just normal dancing stuff. I could see women in
Yeah.
the 80s going to take that class, but the on all
weird
fours gyrating.
thrusting.
Yeah.
A lot of pelvic, like weird.
Right. There's some very provocative aerobics
That
moves
one
going
wasn't.
on.
Oh, that wasn't even like attractive.
Well, no, but
I guess it's supposed to be mimicking like
Yeah.
a bang or whatever, but like
mimicking a bang.
it just looked like her hips were going bad, and she was trying to like maneuver
Yeah.
somehow, like
You
move
kept
around.
waiting for like those back popping sounds.
I don't know, and just like start dragging herself around on the floor with her arms because she can't like move her hips and her legs anymore. That's just what entered into my head.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, like, I don't know if they really were trying to make it a TNA. Maybe they sort of...
I mean, there's not a whole lot of nudity.
There isn't a ton.
In Killer Workout.
Not to make it like one of those, I guess.
Yeah, but there is an awful lot of exploitation. The display of women's bodies in tight spandex.
Well, that was... We don't even need to talk about that because that was just the time.
That's true.
Like, it was a...
But it's a big part of this movie.
It is. But most of them are not naked.
No.
There's a few that get naked. I don't know. It's just sort of like... To me, it's funnier just to see their dumbass, like, workout outfits and stuff.
Yeah.
Tons of leg warmers, obviously, and all that.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about while we were watching it, the 80s obsession with the close-up of, like, feet and leg warmers.
Oh,
dancing. Yeah.
Dancing around.
Yeah.
I mean, when did Footloose come out?
Probably 86, probably,
Okay.
87.
And then Flashdance.
Yeah, that was earlier. I
So,
believe. Yeah.
I think those movies kind of started that.
Right.
Because that was, like, in both of these movies quite a bit.
It really was.
And the one guy, you could tell that guy was just a dancer because those leg warmers were filthy in the second movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that spot. They were filthy and, like, there were holes in them.
Yeah.
You know, I think they, like, actually hired more legitimate dancers for that movie. But
I mean, they don't serve any kind of purpose except for an aesthetic one, right?
I don't know what they could possibly do to help you.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think you'd want to keep your leg warmers, like, in good shape and not wear these, like, threadbare, falling apart things.
I'm not a dancer. I don't know anything about that. They seem to love them.
Yeah, maybe they're just his class leg warmers. They're not.
I'm just saying.
He wouldn't take those on a gig.
What's the point of them?
Yeah.
They all wear them.
Oh, they
always
it's just
have.
just a stylish thing to do.
I feel like they still wear them. I don't know what they're for.
I mean, you're working out. It's not like your legs are getting cold.
I just wonder what the point is.
What the fuck?
What are these stupid things for?
This movie opens with what surely is the inspiration for that scene in Final Destination Part 3
Yeah.
with the tanning bed.
So, and I did make a note of this. So if it's anything that we've learned, it's to stay the fuck away from tanning beds.
It's true.
Because that's in the other movie as well. I don't know, maybe we're just going to do these sort of in tandem.
Yeah, why not?
Because, oh man, who really cares about these movies?
They are interchangeable almost.
Yeah.
The other one, Death Spa, is a better production. Like, there's better lighting, there's better, like, camera movement. But they are both really terrible movies.
They are really terrible. So yeah, Killer Workout is about this woman who has been horribly burned. This is like the very end reveal.
Yeah.
But your idea for this movie and what it could have been was way more interesting, and I kind of wish it was that, which I'll mention in a minute. People keep dying in this gym.
Right. People keep going to this gym that
And
people keep dying in for some reason.
Yeah, like sometimes there's a couple deaths in a day.
Yeah. Right. When you see, like, maybe at the beginning of your aerobics class, they're walking somebody out in a body bag, and then right towards the end of your class, there's another one going out. Like, time to find another gym, probably.
Yeah, maybe don't.
Yeah.
Well, we were like joking. Maybe her workouts are so good.
Right. Rhonda just fucking brings it.
Yeah. That no other gym or workout routine will do. And it's the only thing that works.
You pay the ultimate price for that.
They just put up with all of the murders nonstop. And people are getting killed with a weird safety pin. A giant...
They refer to it as a knitting needle at some point.
That's very annoying.
Yeah, but it is seriously just like a novelty, oversized safety pin.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would use this for. I mean, if you had something that big to fasten together, you'd probably just get like a staple gun or something at that point. You know?
I don't know. But yeah, the murder weapon is extremely annoying.
Yeah.
Just because it's so stupid.
It is. And
It's not, to me, a realistic thing, so it's not believable.
yeah,
So that immediately, like, takes me out of this.
it's not gym themed?
No.
It's not like part of an exercise equipment, part of an exercise. It's not like part of that, and it's not. I don't know. I don't know why they use it.
It's not clever or
It could have
interesting.
just been a knife because they didn't use any makeup or prosthetics anyway. It was like every kill was from the killer's point of view.
Yeah, I mean, there was blood, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
There's like a couple scenes where there's something sort of interesting that happens, but for the most part, it's not.
Yeah. There was just no point to it.
Yeah,
Like,
so this woman, Rhonda, owns this gym. Apparently, in the beginning of this, she was on her way to become a big model. She was going to move to Paris. She had all these, like...
the next day, she had just gotten the job.
Yeah.
Cover a Cosmo. Hey, Valerie, hold on to your socks, babe. You got the job. Tomorrow morning, you're on your way to Paris to shoot the cover of Cosmopolitan. Look, I told him.
And she went to a tanning bed, which it burned her up. Okay, who did that?
I don't know.
Somebody, like...
Because she was the killer.
Exactly.
At the end, yeah. I don't know. And why would tanning beds get that hot?
I don't know that either. But fuck those things, apparently. You'll just burst into a cloud of flames if you, like,
Right, yeah.
step foot in one of those. No thanks. I'll stay pasty.
I will stay pasty.
Thank you very much. So that was the catalyst for this woman who, I guess she went mad.
Yeah,
You couldn't tell she was this burn victim
right.
all movie because she just wears this, like, permed wig.
Indeed. She was very lucky to not have her hands, wrists, neck, or face burned.
Yes, exactly. So she's, like, mostly covered throughout the movie.
Yeah.
But not completely, obviously.
No.
Well, I guess she wasn't saying she's the one murdering everyone. That's sort of like the reveal at the
She's
end.
jealous of all the hot bods that she sees at her gym.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
What
It
a
was-
stupid fucking premise that is.
She never really verbally confirmed that, but I believe that was the cop's theory.
So that's the movie.
Yeah.
And she doesn't get caught
No.
at the end. Well, like, she sort of does, but then she just kills the cop. I mean, the whole thing is so bizarre how they do it.
Yeah.
There's a PI that's sent to the gym.
That's Ted Pryor. He was the star of Deadly Prey.
Right.
He is clashing with this other guy who, I don't know if he works at the gym.
I think he's just a gym guy.
He's just a...
And he's in love with Rhonda.
Yeah, he's in
like,
love with
obsessed
Rhonda.
with her.
You think he's the killer at one point.
For most of
it
the
is
movie,
like
they set
back
it up.
and forth.
Yeah. For most of the movie, they set it up that he's the one. But so why was there a PI in there?
I don't know why he was there at all.
Exactly.
I really don't.
They jump around to all of these characters
Yeah.
so awkwardly.
I thought he was going to be like a friend of the girl from the beginning, or like the boyfriend or something. He's like, I got to figure out what's going on at this gym, or, you know, something's not right. I got to go.
Right.
Because there's no reason for him to be there. He never said who hired him,
No.
what he was looking for.
The silent partner.
Yeah. Oh,
hired him?
yeah, the silent partner.
Who's the silent partner? It's some woman, isn't it?
Right.
I don't know. It's just very, like, ridiculous, this whole movie. Like,
Yeah, and if
it's
you're a business owner, wouldn't you notice if your partner died? You know, you'd have to do a lot of paperwork to, like, absorb the rest of the business.
whatever. I don't understand. Maybe there was something going on that they cut out of this movie. This
I doubt
movie is,
it.
Like,
I doubt they were smart enough to write anything that made sense.
this movie is all over the place. It's really frustrating. I mean, you get the impression that the only reason this movie really exists is to watch weird aerobics,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it. Because nothing really happens. The murders are stupid.
They're really terrible.
She mostly murders women.
Yeah, I think only. Except
Okay.
for... Well, there was that guy... Nope, that was the other movie. Never mind.
I mean, she murdered the guy who was in love with her.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love you. I couldn't let them catch you.
I feel like there was one guy who got stabbed with the safety pin.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, it's just this insane woman.
Right.
owns a
She's
gym.
hysterical.
She's gone nuts and she just wants to murder everyone in her gym.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty bad for business, if you ask me, but
It is.
what do I know? Now we'll just talk about some of the crap that happens in it again.
Right.
Which is, there are some funny things in here.
The parking lot fight.
There's a couple fights between him and this guy.
The private eye and the
guy who loves her.
the stalker guy.
Yeah, I guess he is a stalker
Yeah.
because he shows up at her house later randomly. But like, their fights are hilarious.
They get into the big fight in the parking lot, and there's like
Immediately.
Yeah.
This is this guy's first day.
it's his first day at work.
Yes.
Even
he's
though
just
he's
taking trash out.
The stalker guy like speeds into the parking lot and almost hits him. He's like, "What the hell, man?" And then they just get into a fight.
Yeah.
Stay away from her. I'm going to take you apart, piece by piece. You just made a mistake. Come on.
Yeah.
It's very weird. And then like some woman
She just casually walks out and
She
watches,
watches
yeah.
the whole thing.
There's like this huge pile of rubble in the background. It was like somebody threw away a house.
She ends up just like picking him up after the fight ends.
Yeah.
And then they like go bang. I don't even know the point of this character.
Yeah, they
She end up dying later, probably.
I think she did. She's like, "Hey, do you want to go for a ride?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay." He's like, "Aren't you on the clock? Aren't you at work? Isn't this your first day of work?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, I'll just drive to this girl's house and drink Diet Pepsi in her backyard
And talk on the phone.
and talk on her yard phone."
Yard phone. Everybody's got a yard phone back then.
Characters are introduced just to be killed 5 minutes later, like those people who graffitied the name of the other movie on the window.
Yeah,
They
right.
like graffiti Death Spa on the window and Aerobiceide.
I think that didn't they just put Killer Workout and Aerobiceide on the window?
No, they put Aerobiceide in Death Spa.
The other awful fight when they're both at Rhonda's house randomly.
Oh god,
Stalking
yeah.
her, and the guy gets like a rake to the leg.
Yeah, he pulls the rake out and immediately does a jump kick.
Yeah. It's
And he's like running all over the place, but sometimes he remembers to limp around the gym.
right. During like the slower moments or whatever.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some kind of payoff here.
There's no wrap up for any of these
I mean,
characters. Yeah.
did the cop
The cop?
hire the PI?
I have no idea. It was the silent partner, right?
This movie's so frustrating.
It's so...
The other one at least has a bit more of a plot to it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's also,
they really jumped the shark pretty early in their plot too.
They did.
They go off track.
So, towards the end here of this movie, something else infuriating happens, which is the cop is taking Rhonda to the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
It takes her forever to put together what his intentions are.
it is so frustrating to watch this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of funny, this scene. he doesn't shut up for a very long time.
He's very long monologue.
It keeps going and going and going and going. Basically, it's just like, my dad was a cop, and he was a really good cop. He was a clean cop, and then he got sick of, like, all the people...
all the injustice, yeah.
Getting away with everything, and so his build-up was basically, you know, I know you're the murderer, and I'm gonna kill you.
What the hell are you trying to say?
What I'm saying, Miss Johnson, today I'm crossing that line.
You're crazy, Morgan. You are out of your mind.
Yeah.
But he, like, leads her out there with a shovel.
He's got a shovel.
In the middle
He's
of
walking her
nowhere.
into the middle of the fucking woods, and she's like, why are we going?
Yeah,
like,
just
where
like
do you think you're going?
following him nonchalantly, like, this is fine.
Yeah.
There's no danger here.
And then she immediately grabs the shovel from him and kills him somehow.
She hits him once, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's the end.
What do you think you are, some self-appointed avenger with a mission from God?
No, just a man. Justice must be served. The time is now. Somehow I know my father will understand.
Apparently he just died. I don't
His
know.
character's done, yeah.
Yeah. And then that was, like, pretty much the end of the movie. Like, she just got away with all these murders.
Yeah.
They basically set it up so that there was going to be another one.
Yeah, she's in her office. Some employee comes in and says, hey, well, the numbers are looking good. Whatever, we should do this. And she's like, yep. Employee leaves, and she reaches into her desk drawer and pulls out the giant safety pin like it's some big fucking reveal. Like, we knew that.
Yeah.
We already know.
Well, it's just sort of, I guess, setting up the next
Yeah.
movie. Like, she's so bloodthirsty. Why would you be murdering everyone at your place of business?
That's true.
My God.
I mean, look what happened the first time.
You're killing all of your clientele, first of all. Second
Yeah.
of all, it's just like,
You're attracting attention, and
this whole movie is just,
none of it makes any sense whatsoever.
oh my God. So, would you recommend it?
No.
No,
This
wouldn't
movie,
either.
I would not watch. It is. I mean, even if you're a pervert, there's like next to no nudity, so
You can get way better shit these
It's
days
true.
elsewhere. You don't need this.
Yeah.
Unless maybe you have a very, very specific...
yeah, if you have a very specific fetish, which is women in 80s workout clothing, then this is the movie for you.
Look, just teach the class to stop showing off your tits and tight little ass. Got it?
Otherwise, it is not anybody's movie.
No. It's just far too, like, scattered. I mean, there's some funny fight scenes just because they're so, like,
Yeah.
poorly thought out. Their aerobics are kind of funny.
Yeah.
It gets old because you're just like, oh, it's the equivalent of this movie's, like, walking in the woods scene.
Yeah, it really is.
Let's do more of this. We'll just throw more of these in here.
Yeah, here's a 3-minute segment of women doing aerobics.
So Matt's idea, and this is what I thought the plot of the movie was, is she had a twin sister. Her twin sister is the one that got burnt up,
Yeah.
and she was the one murdering, but Rhonda was the one that owned the gym.
Yeah, that's what I thought the movie was.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't, obviously.
And I think it would have been more interesting.
I do too, because then
Like-
you could have had like the showdown at the end between the two sisters.
Yeah, or give us someone likable or interesting.
That's true.
or
Nobody
something.
was likable in this movie.
No one
at
was
all.
likable. You didn't care if they died.
Yeah,
I gave zero shits about anyone in this movie.
everybody was an asshole in this movie.
This movie could just not exist and we would all be fine.
Yeah,
You're not missing anything.
yeah. Deadly Prey is definitely the Pryor Brothers So Bad It's Good movie to watch.
Yes. This is not it.
This movie sucks.
We're doing this only because failed resolutions, and this is a failed movie.
Yeah.
Failure. Put the stamp of failure on it, Matt. You can find one.
Yeah, I'm sure I can.
Alright, Despot. Not much better.
AKA Witch Bitch.
witch bitch.
From 1989?
She's a witch bitch.
She's a witch bitch.
So I didn't really write much down about this neither.
Yeah. Directed by Michael Fisha. I can't read my handwriting.
Uh-oh.
I'll put it up. There it is. Director of My Mom's a Werewolf, Crack House, and Delta Heat.
Crack House?
Yeah.
Wonder what that's like.
Oh, we should check it out. My Mom's a Werewolf sounds terrible. I don't want to watch that at all.
I think that's on Tubi too.
Yeah, that's probably just a PG, like, kids movie cash grab. Notable appearances in Death Spa. Karen Parsons, who plays Hilary Banks on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Branks.
You were like Homestar. You're slowly turning into
Yeah.
Homestar.
And Ken Foray, who is the main protagonist in Dawn of the Dead.
Who was he?
He was the guy with the special jacket. Yeah.
That's like the main reason to watch this movie. I want
That jacket.
I want that jacket. Give me that jacket.
Give me that jacket.
Let me borrow that jacket.
Budget of $750,000, and that is all I wrote down for this.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess you could kind of see it. The lighting was better. The gym was more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot more going on. It looked more themed, at least.
Yeah.
The gym. Preparedness. Giving you the facts. Loving every minute of it.
What's this movie about?
This movie is about
A woman who burns to death. Not a tanning bed.
in a tanning bed. Well, there is a tanning bed incident in this movie also. I mean, like, I guess it's just low-hanging fruit as far as gym movies are
Things that
concerned.
happen in gyms, yeah. I mean, neither of these movies really utilized all the creative deaths you could have done in a gym.
I know. And again, Final Destination. That gym scene was great.
That's like my favorite moment of all the Final Destination
It's
movies.
so
I
good,
love
yeah.
that part,
It is such a good part, which I'm sure you're about to see, our fine viewers of Portal B fandom.
The Bruins passed on. Man, fuck the Bruins. Goddamn right. What the fuck is a Bruin anyway? Lewis ain't afraid of no death. Fuck death. Death is a fucking Denver fan. Death wear blue and orange. Real man? Or black. Lewis ain't afraid of no death. Fuck the Bruins. What I tell you, Kevin, huh? Fuck that. I just win. That's all I know how to do, Kevin. Baby, I just win.
All I do is win.
This movie is at least a more interesting plot.
It
Because
is.
it's kooky.
Yeah.
And so this guy's wife, he owns this gym. Very successful, exclusive gym. We wouldn't have known just by looking at it. We would have just been like, campy 80s gym.
Right, yeah.
No, it's supposed to be really exclusive and like...
Yeah, because this guy's apparently loaded from owning a small business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His wife passed away. She was in a wheelchair and she killed herself.
Yeah.
And now her ghost is murdering everyone through the computer system.
Yeah.
In this fancy, exclusive gym.
Yeah, women mainly that she is jealous of for interacting
Look
with
at this
her.
shit, dumbass theme that's happening.
Both of the plots of this movie are like super sexist.
Oh,
like,
God.
Men wrote these terrible plots for the women villains, like, oh, I'm all burned and I'm not sexy anymore. I better start killing people. Or, oh, I'm dead and my husband's moving on and I better start killing these women.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And like, well, that was one thing that he mentioned when she was alive, or towards the end, she was getting really jealous.
Yeah.
And I think he might have been having an affair anyway.
He seems to be flirting and sleeping with everybody, so
Yeah.
I assume that his married life was like that too.
Right. I mean, again, this is sort of another movie you don't really feel bad for anyone.
No,
I
once
guess
again,
maybe the brother, sort of, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You'd kill yourself for her. You love her that much, don't you?
David, fight back!
Was it just 80s gym culture? Was everybody...
A scumbag?
Well, yeah, just like a raging fucking douchebag who was involved in the gym in
All the
80s.
men, anyway.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. Back in the day when it was just fine to, like, grab women for no reason.
Right,
It's
yeah.
like, it's okay. They don't care. They like it.
Yeah, it's just being playful, you know?
Puppies will be boys. It's fun. So, the best part of this movie is that amazing jacket. That's all I care about.
I mean, there are some
there's
moments.
some funny stuff. So this woman who has possessed the gym computer, she has a twin brother
Yeah.
who runs the computer, and he's
Right.
like a computer genius guy.
And it's supposed to be like this automated gym because you swipe your card on whatever machine and it's like, hello, Michael, loading 30 pounds. And
yeah,
and
it's fancy.
sure.
I mean, or whatever for the 80s.
But instantly, the ghost stops doing stuff through the computer
I know.
because obviously like wood paneling is not wired into the
It's well, the sauna
and
is
bathroom
apparently.
tiles.
Yeah, all these things. It's just, it's nonsense. It doesn't make any sense at all.
It stops making sense
Immediately.
15 minutes into the movie.
Immediately.
Like, you see the first couple of deaths and you're like, oh, it's going to be one of those kind of like evil computer movies or whatever. But then it's just like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm lost again.
They should have just kept it like the computer. They should have just kept it
Right.
at that level and not bounce back and forth to like, well, now the twin brother's possessed and he's doing stuff, but also just now ghost magic's doing stuff mostly.
Right,
It was mostly ghost magic.
It mostly was, yeah.
And so it's just like, what's the point of even introducing the computer?
Yeah, why have it? I mean, they established later that the guy's attorney and one of his employees were like sabotaging the gym in order to like force him to sell.
It all fits. The computer system files up, I take the blame, and you and your partners buy me out. Who else is in on this?
It's just the two of us. Michael, I really am sorry.
David isn't involved with you?
No.
So they could buy it for cheap
Right.
and then rebuild the reputation or something. I don't know.
I feel like that would be very hard to do.
It would.
When a bunch of people have already been murdered.
Once you've had like 4 people murdered at your gym, people are
mean,
just
that's
not
the
going
end
to
of
be
the
interested.
gym.
Yeah.
These business people are terrible at business.
I mean, through both of these movies, I don't know why the gym stayed open anyway.
No, it's
like
one
they would
murder.
shut it down. Yeah.
Shutting it down.
It's a crime scene.
Gym's done.
Yeah.
Gym's done forever now. One time.
Right. We
Well,
have
whatever.
to do all this forensics, and it's going to take an amount of time that your business cannot survive through. So.
Yes. So that's the premise of this movie. Now we will tell you a few things that happen in it.
Yes.
Because I know you were excited and you cannot wait. The jacket. Gotta love that jacket, Matt.
Which jacket is that?
The jacket. The amazing jacket.
The
I
amazing
put
jacket.
Amazing jacket.
You really did in all caps.
And in it, exclamation point. So the first incident is this woman is like prancing around a room alone late at night, I guess, whatever.
Working on her dance routine, which apparently was something that people could just do in the 80s. You could just go somewhere and display your dance routine for people.
Well, we talked about the movies and why already, so I guess that was just the hot thing to do.
Right.
So she goes to, was it a sauna?
Yeah.
She goes to the sauna and the computer dumps a bunch of bleach in the sauna steam.
It's chlorine gas.
And so she, suffers from burns and gets covered in a very thin gauze sheet.
That's right.
She survives. And so this is the owner's girlfriend.
Yeah.
He is banging the bleach blind woman.
That's true. They do have sexy time before she gets her eye gauze.
I just thought bleach blind was. And she's also blonde.
Bleach blonde, yeah. Bleach blind.
Fine. Whatever.
It's good.
I liked it. I was very excited about that one. I wrote it down. I'm like, I'm not even going to tell him. I'm going to do it in the episode and surprise him. Well, you saw his reaction, everybody. Then the second thing that happens is the diving board, which is very confusing because apparently computers control the bolts on a diving board.
This is the part where it, like, just immediately goes off the tracks.
It's just like, well, then nothing makes any sense and there are no rules, I guess.
Because you can't, as a viewer, suspect the computer operator at this point. You're immediately lost. You don't know what's going on.
Those people didn't die, though.
No. The diving board lady was fine. And
the
bleach
steam
blind
room
lady was blind.
Well, she recovered.
Yeah.
Paranormal investigator.
Oh, yeah.
The husband's going to see for some reason, I think because he's having these crazy dreams.
Yeah.
Found under mysterious circumstances at the turn of the century. It belonged to the matriarch of the family who had come over from Europe in the middle 17th century and built the first house on the site. Oh, she was murdered by her youngest daughter, beheaded with an axe. 4 subsequent houses have burned to the...
That guy dies. That's a pretty good death.
Yeah, he gets tossed all over the place and his hand explodes.
Yeah, that's kind of a fun death.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the lady who just explodes in the bathroom.
Yeah. But that's more towards the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's during the party.
The party is like when everything really happens.
Yeah.
And then like the twin brother starts going insane because he's now also possessed. Apparently she must have been a witch, right? I mean, what the name of the original
witch bitch,
title,
yeah.
It's like they don't give you really much of her backstory.
Yeah.
It's just she was unhappy and committed suicide and just like, okay.
Right, like...
But then when she comes back, she's like, join me in hell forever! And it's just like...
I think she was giving birth and something happened to her spine and the baby died also. I don't know.
That's right, and then it just kept getting worse.
Yeah.
Her spine, for some reason, instead of healing, it just got worse.
Right. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah, I mean...
It's hard to follow.
I almost feel like watching these movies back to back was kind of a mistake because they
blur together a lot. Yeah.
They are practically the same movie.
Because there are also a lot of unnecessary aerobics classes.
Yeah.
This movie obviously had a bigger budget.
Right.
So they did more stuff. And they had more practical effects.
Yeah, there was the broke face guy.
Huh?
She reaches out and like crunches his face.
Also at the end.
Yeah.
All this stuff, everything that was interesting happened at the end.
A lot really happens at the end. Most of the movie, I found myself wondering if I was supposed to be rooting for the husband, the owner of the gym.
I know,
because he
you don't.
seemed like a douchebag.
Yeah, he seems like such an ass. Like,
Yeah.
who cares about this guy?
But then, at the end of the movie, you realize, oh, he's the good guy. He really is the protagonist of this movie.
Well, like,
Sucks.
that was the only person it could have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, the brother maybe is the only one that I kind of liked.
Yeah.
Because I just sort of felt bad for him. They
It's
didn't
true.
really.
Yeah.
But there's no character development.
No.
So what it is the dead wife, wants her husband to come join her. That's like what this whole movie's about.
In hell.
In hell. Like, that's it. That's what she wants. And she just keeps threatening deaths, especially at the end.
Yeah, she's like,
again, that's when
I'll
everything
kill
happens.
all your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this Halloween party, I think, is what's
Mardi
going on.
Gras party.
What?
Yeah.
Why was that one lady a bee?
Everybody was in costume, but they referred to it as a Mardi Gras party.
I didn't even hear that.
They had said, like, last year was a big success. We got all kinds of new memberships.
What? Just make it a Halloween party. It makes so much more sense. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the cop, the old guy cop, he's there. I guess they're just like hanging out to see what happens at this party.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is just the end of the movie. And the first thing that happens is that woman's hand gets stuck in the blender.
Well, just don't put your hand in a blender.
Yeah, she kind of had that coming.
You know, this stuff isn't bad.
Keeps you skinny, too.
All it needs is a little vodka.
Now what?
Just that was her fault.
Yeah, that's on you.
Then it got like really stuck in there. Like, he was trying to pull it off, and then
Yeah.
he ends up going in the walk-in
Mhm.
for their little cafe. And that's when like the nonsensical fish thing happens, and like, which was pretty funny. I don't know. There's like at least some more entertaining things that happen in this movie.
Right. Like the lady who explodes in the bathroom.
Right. There's like the sauna where like the woods, like that guy's head just gets impaled. Like they're making out and his head just gets impaled.
They never really explain, like, they never give you a wider shot of that so you could see exactly what happened.
Probably because it looked bad.
Yeah.
That was like the best they had.
I mean, it's a much funner movie.
Yeah.
Than Killer Workout.
Right.
I would recommend it, maybe. It's not a watch alone kind of movie, I don't think.
No.
You
It's
need
like a
some
movie
people-
night.
You need some people to like commiserate with because you're going to be frustrated about
Most of it.
what's going on.
But the kills are at least kind of funny.
Yeah.
The special effects, whatever, they're fine for the time, for like a little
Yeah, and
budget
for what
movie, I
they
guess.
for what it is.
I would definitely recommend this movie over the other one.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. There's a lot. They could have done better stuff.
I think the time right now is ripe for like an 80s gym slasher movie. I think
You mean current day?
Yeah.
2024?
Yeah. I think somebody could make a movie that takes place in the 80s in a gym and like do a lot more with it because these are the only two that I know about and they both failed spectacularly at incorporating the gym into the deaths, you know?
I know. There's so many things. Like tables.
That one guy does the chest flies and his torso pops for
like
some
something
reason.
ruptures inside of him, and it's just like, what happened?
Right.
Increase to 130 pounds. Increase to 140 pounds. Increase to 150 pounds. Increase to 150 pounds. Help me! Increase to 150 pounds. Increase to 150 pounds. Increase to 150 pounds. Increase to 300 pounds.
like, that's
this didn't
not how...
translate at all. Like, I don't know, you could have done, like, ripping bones, you could have done more impaling. Like, a lot of the deaths in this one, were more in, like, the spa type aspect of it. They weren't really, like, gym aspect,
right.
you know? I don't know.
It's a fun movie. I'll watch it again at some point, probably.
Yeah, after we've forgotten how, like, scattered
right.
bizarre it is.
Mm-hmm.
I do like how it is bizarre, though. Like, I'm much more in favor of that than just some, like, it was me, I am the killer.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
I'm with you there.
That's just boring and kind of lazy. Like, the twist is dumb. At least this is just, like, that's just nuts. Like, it's just craziness.
Right.
You know? Like, this premise is absurd. And she wins.
She totally wins.
She kills, like, everyone.
Michael dies, and...
Everyone's locked in the gym, pretty much. Or whatever it is, and everyone, like, burns to death, I think. Do they get out?
Some people do, and some don't, but,
yeah, like, mostly everyone dies.
Yeah.
Like, she ends up... And there's no, like, power that she gets for killing people or anything. It's just spiteful...
It's just the way she wanted it.
A spiteful film, I guess. Crazy women!
Right. They set up a sequel for this as well. Obviously, neither of those sequels ever happened, but...
So we could make a sequel to this movie.
I think somebody should just start fresh and have a slasher or, like, some sort of evil entity in a gym that's killing people Final Destination style.
Yeah.
In the 80s, because you gotta have all that sweet 80s workout gear.
That jacket?
That jacket, the leg warmers, and, like, the striped leotards and stuff.
Close-ups of people's feet dancing across the floor.
Yes, definitely.
Like the fast stomp thing they do.
She's a maniac.
It's always that.
Yeah. I guess you can't overstate how popular Flashdance was then.
I mean, it was both of those movies, though.
Yeah, and Footloose.
Yeah. That's the whole beginning of Footloose.
Yeah.
Feet. Being loose.
With your feet.
Footloose is...
Bunch of loose feet.
Ugh. With some slutty foot convention. They have that now. It's OnlyFans, I guess.
Yeah. OnlyFans. The slutty foot convention.
Yes, that's what it is. It's totally what it is. People are like, I don't want to work and I got no skills, so I'm just going to show you my feet.
Hey, more power to you.
I guess so.
Work smarter, not harder, right?
I couldn't do it. I would want to just kill myself.
I mean, if anybody wants to look at, like, feet with hair on the toes and, like, jagged nails, yeah, I'll do it.
Are you the guy for that job?
Yep.
You couldn't do it. I could never see you doing that.
No, I couldn't take it seriously.
No, or if you got attention for it, you would be so depressed.
That's true.
You would be like, I feel like, you know that episode of Black Books when Manny goes out on the town?
Oh, yeah.
He runs away from Bernard Black's bookstore, and that guy finds him and ends up putting him in, like, little Bo Peep costumes for all the Japanese businessmen. That's what your feet would be, and you would just be like, oh no, this is not good.
Maybe I'll find myself wearing a fur coat with super teased hair and drinking an impossibly small
cup of espresso.
Yeah.
A man about town. Maybe you'll love it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could make a buttload of money doing that, Matt, more power to you.
Sure.
Do it.
That's what I'm saying, though.
I know.
No shade on the OnlyFans people. Make your money however you can.
I guess so. I'm a person who appreciates skills.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Well, I mean, I am too, but...
Speaking of skills, these movies.
No skill.
No skill.
There's some good camera movement, I feel, in Death Spa, at least.
I like the lighting better in Death Spa.
The lighting was not bad, yeah.
Well... Happy broken New Year's resolutions, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy failed resolutions episode, everybody.
I hope you guys are doing better with your resolutions and We are.
It's all a lie, actually. Today's the first for us, so...
It's true.
We haven't
It
even
is the
started
first
yet.
day of 2024. I didn't exercise, so... Or really eat well, so...
What did we eat today?
I ate bacon twice today.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's true.
Yeah.
You're right. All right, well, you know.
Right. Health.
Yeah, we're going to have heart attacks in like 5 years or so. Hey!
You're right. Cool.
It's pretty...
Let's end this on a happy note.
Here's to better health and 2024 maybe being not so 2023-ish.
Yes.
Even though it's going to be.
All right. See you guys next time.